Hello everyone, and welcome back. I think I should probably get the rest of those tomatoes picked today. And I think it's time I get the fifth wheel moved into its winter spot. In a couple hours here, Melissa and I are gonna take off and go into Duluth. I'm taking her out to Red Lobster today for lunch. It's supposed to snow a couple of inches, I think, this morning, and then it'll let up, so get some of the stuff done this afternoon. And then in a few days here, they're predicting another 3 inches, so I mean, it's not going to really stick around, but eventually it will. Well, it looks like the snow for now is about done. I don't know if we're going to get any more today or not. Melissa's in the shower right now. When she gets done, we can take off and go out to eat. Start the wood stove here and start getting it warmed up in here because I might want to do something out here this afternoon. See if I can do this without smelling like smoke before we go to a restaurant. It's 41 degrees in here, 33 degrees outside. I should probably get these potatoes brought inside today or tomorrow so that they don't freeze out here. Come here. Come here, Joni. Good girl. Where's Chunky? What were you doing? Waiting by the front door for Mom? You're a mama's boy. That would have been up there, wouldn't it have? I don't know. No, look, there's a train. I wonder if that's one of the passengers. No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Cool. It's a double-decker. No parking.
No parking here. Why do I get in there?
Take the next right, then your destination will be on the left.
So this was the fresh set of deer tracks right there since it snowed. Now there's 2 sets. Almost looks like they're bedding down right on the trail. I have a trail camera that is on this trail now, but it's up here farther. The deer are either digging around in there. Yeah. I've had this trail camera out here now for right after I got done with the trail. So I mean, that's almost, what, 3 weeks ago probably? stopped right here because there was deer tracks, and I don't know if you can see it. There's one standing there looking right at me. There's another one that's running in the woods there. Well, now that my dad's four-wheeler for right now is kind of out of commission, I don't see, did you guys, that video was on Jones Act Survival where it got crashed up. So, and these four-wheelers are awesome, but if you don't have some sort of a rack to hold something in, it's kind of worthless for what I use it for. And I needed to get one with a box like this because instead of one of the cloth ones, because I'm going to be throwing the chainsaws, the main thing that goes in here. So I decided to get a rack for this. This is one that you can set either down like this, like my dad has it, or up like this. I'm going to put it up like this. The reason why is, like, my dad has his drop down here, but right when he gets it, he brings it into Todd, this guy that lives, I don't know, it's my brother John's like best friend, and we've known him, I mean, pretty much his whole life. He has a shop and does a lot of welding and all kind of just fabricating stuff. So he will take this and makes it so that when it's dropped down like this, you can lift it up, it's on a hinge, so you can get it out of the way, because when you try to hook up a trailer, when that's down here, it's almost impossible. I mean, you gotta get on your knees, get down underneath there, and you gotta figure when it's wet on the ground, or, you know, or snow or cold or whatever, that is really a pain. And I don't have time to get that made right now, so I'm gonna keep mine high, and then I can go ahead and still put the trailer on if I need to. It's pretty toasty in here. Okay, everyone, well, Melissa and I got sidetracked doing a few things this evening, and now I'm just cooking up some Hamburger Helper double, what is this one? Double cheeseburger macaroni, I think. And some, what was that? Corn and peppers, I think. Well, I see that the light that comes on every night is not on. I noticed it this morning, so I want to get my ladder up there and jiggle the bulb and see if that's what it is, or maybe it needs a brand new bulb. Yeah, it must be the bulb. I don't know, you know, I can't see anything that looks like it's dark or anything, but I don't know how these big bulbs work like this, so I will just have to go tomorrow. Maybe L&M has one of these, I'm not sure. It's a pretty big base. Well, I finally get out here to do a little bit on this. It's already 8:20. I'm doing something inside, and it's like, oh, I should do this. And then it was like, oh, I need to look up to see if I should buy some more Long Johns. And then finally, it's like, I gotta get out here. I got the stove going. It's 77 degrees in here. It's really nice. tell you, this one sure seems a lot cheaper than the one that my dad has. But it'll work. We just need one here because deer hunting is in just a few weeks, and definitely going to want a four-wheeler with a basket up there.
Convincingly, not to take anything away from the effects done in this film, right, Kerwin? Huh? Yes, especially the styling. Now you can patch huge holes to seal up roof leaks. Easily fixed with stamp that's efficient and dirty.
I would have rather brought up George's four-wheeler. In fact, I should look at that one. After deer hunting is done this year, I may put this basket on that one, but it doesn't have a winch. And the one thing that gets used up there is if you shoot a deer, the only way to get a deer really up on that meat pole is by using a winch. So I'm gonna have to bring up the grizzly. What are you looking at, Chunky? Huh? That's a good girl. You're a good girl, Chunky. Come on, I'm trying to get some stuff down here. I'm curious if this will fit onto George's. I think we'll run it back there and see what kind of rack he has on that one. Well, I guess it's mine now, but it's always going to be George's four-wheeler to me. I might end up putting this on that one next year. It has to sit a little bit to the left, but that would be really nice to put the chainsaw. I like to grab this one when I'm running around doing, you know, utility stuff, clearing the trails and everything. It's just, it has a choke on it, which I like, so it always starts, you know, right away. You don't have to let it warm up or anything. And not like the other one with the electronic ignition. It's just a little bit, I'm just not used to it.
Police searching around for, even I can't believe I'm saying smash fans. These are some major.
I don't like how this, where the U-bolts hook up to the actual cage part here, so there's a hole right back in the back of the four-wheeler rack, and I want to run a bolt through there. Okay everyone, I'm going to have to call it a night here. I got the hole drilled, and I had to use some washers because I only have a certain size bolt. It's like I keep buying bolts and adding them to my collection, and I needed a shorter one and I didn't have it, so I need to get some more. But I'll have to come out and finish this tomorrow because it's already almost 9:30, and I try to usually get inside by 8 or 9 and spend some time with Melissa, and I'm finding myself just going and going on this project, so it's time for me to stop and get inside. Let's go, let's go. Okay everyone, just letting the dogs out one last time. It's a little bit after 10:30, so we're going to be going to bed pretty quick. Good morning everybody. It's 22 degrees right now. Looks like the deer were right here by the workshop last night. Just gonna get the stove going. I'm sure I'll end up out here doing something later. Finishing up that 4-wheeler for sure. I gotta get that 5th wheel moved today though. I was looking on my phone and it says for Tuesday 3 to 5 inches of snow, and then Tuesday night 1 to 3. So, you know, that's 4 to 8 inches of snow, and it's only October. Well, the 4-wheeler project is finished. Go inside and see if Melissa is up yet. She was still sleeping when I was in there last. I'm gonna run up to L&M and see if they have that light bulb. And then I have to stop at the grocery store and pick up a few things. It's warmed up to a balmy 28, my truck says. Well, they had the light bulb that I needed, and then I ended up buying a bunch of other stuff that I wasn't planning on. I feel like this is one of the weekends where I have stuff I want to get done and stuff keeps coming up that has to be done. We've got one cat that was an outside cat that's kind of sickly. Melissa's going to bring it into the vet Monday or Tuesday whenever she can get an appointment next week here. And so that cat has to go inside into a kennel, so I had to bring a kennel in there so it can stay there for a couple of days because we don't want it roaming around inside the house. And then the rabbit, which is in there, which Melissa wants to keep in there all winter, you know, you have to clean that cage out once a week, and it starts to stink if you do not do that. So what I'm trying to do now is, we have it in, you guys saw it, it's like in a big dog kennel, but I need to get it up off the ground, off the floor of it, because it's got that, it has like the plastic, I don't know what you call it, tray that goes in there. Then I put cardboard, then I put hay, and then the rabbit's in there. Well, all that will get saturated. So, and then I have to, you know, pull the rabbit out and then take all that out and dump it and wash it and put it back in. What I want to do is just get a little platform that's up about this high off the bottom of that. So with rabbit netting on the floor of it, so that stuff will run through, so I can just pull that out and dump it. It's just like way easier. I just haven't had any time. And it takes a while to pull the rabbit out, get all that stuff taken out of the cage, get it cleaned out. So I did that, and it's like, I'm going to do this right now because I'm starting to dread when I have to clean that out, and I'm sick of it. think I vacuumed probably over 300 flies off that window today. I don't know if they're coming from up on top because it's warm in here and cold up there. I come out here the first time, there had to have been 100 of them on there. Vacuumed them off. Went into town, did all that stuff, come out here, I bet you there was over more than that on there. So they must be coming out because it's warm and going to the window. So, and I thought maybe they were getting out of the vacuum, even though I put a piece of plastic over the hose at the end. And I went outside and I opened it up and looked in there, and nope, there's just a ton of flies in there. All right, she can sit right there until spring. Looks like we're right at a half a tank of fuel oil. They don't want you to call them until you're 3/4 of the way, you know, down to a quarter of a tank. Otherwise they charge you another 75 bucks to come and fill it up. Smells really good in here. Melissa's making one of there's chicken thighs in there and carrots and potatoes, and then she puts seasoning and stuff on it, and then she puts Italian dressing, or like salad dressing, on there. She's made it several times and it's really good. The light over the garage did not work, the new bulb, so I ordered a new light. It'll be here in 4 days. And the one that was in there had like 6,050 or 6,200 lumens or whatever. And this, now the ones that they have are mainly LED. So I got one that has 9,800 lumens, and we'll see how that goes. I miss not having that light though, because in the mornings, like in the wintertime, I'll park my truck there to plug it in. Just anything, going to the garage, just being able to look out the window and see what's going on over by the garage. I miss that. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Still a few more things to do. Got to get that table put away, the chairs put up into that front garage. Winter come on pretty fast here now. If this week, if it stays how it is, with the I don't know, possible 5 to 8 inches of snow by the end of the week, it's really going to seem like winter. I'll see you guys on the next video.